Hey, public opinion aficionados, it's Mark Mitchell, head pollster of Rasmussen Reports, and really happy to join Gene Valentino at the Grassroots Truthcast today. I support his podcast. Go check it out and subscribe while you're there.
Hello, fellow patriots. Gene Valentino here. As we approach our 250th anniversary, let's celebrate the spirit that made this nation the greatest country on earth. I'm so proud to offer you our limited edition 1776 to 2026 commemorative hats, a bold reminder of freedom, faith, and the American dream. Whether you're at a rally or on a golf course or just showing your pride every day, this hat says it all. Grab yours today at genevalentino.com and let freedom ring.
This is going to be a fun one, folks. A political strategist and host of Grassroots Truthcast who says doing the right thing is not always easy, wise, most profitable, or popular, but doing the right thing has more to do with courage forged from principles and beliefs given to you by your parents. Happy to have Gene Valentino here with us. Gene, really good to have you. My friend, you are a very successful businessman. I understand a lot of things. Gene flies airplanes, folks. He flies with several of the air shows and whatnot. So he's a pilot. He's got businesses. But you also have a podcast that's political. Now, what made you get into the political world?
Oh, it goes back last year at this time, Eric. I was a candidate for United States Congress. I ran for Matt Gaetz' seat in Congressional District 1 up in the Panhandle, but it goes back decades prior. Always wanted to serve my country. Everyone has a way of doing it, and that was my path. I got elected for 2 terms as commissioner, but I lost a few elections too. I think people don't like, well, let's just put it this way. The politician will tell you what you want to hear. The leader will tell you what you need to know.
And I'm guessing you're the latter rather than...
I would hope I'm viewed that way, but it's important that, and it ties into the lead you just mentioned, you got to stand for, you got to believe in what you're saying, and then you've got to act it out and do it. A lot of people don't.
Gene, you fly planes, you're a pilot, you tell me you're Alaskan king salmon fishing during the season, you're jumping out of airplanes, you're doing all these really fun things. And so why in the world would you want to get involved in the blood sport of politics and political commentation? Commentating.
Yeah, well, it's a matter of giving. We all choose to give in different way, and this is what I chose to do. We got a lot of things. All politics is local, Eric. I believe more than some of the national issues that sometimes the best thing you can do as a giver in government service is at the local level. Look at Tip O'Neill, Democrat out of Massachusetts with Ronald Reagan. Good buddies, political foes, but decent to each other during an era we don't see today. And at that time, that's what motivated me to get in. I'm a little disillusioned today with just how harsh a person on the other side of the issue needs to get to make a point.
But okay, this is the age-old question for me here, because it's evolved. I started 18, 19 years ago at Fox News. It was a little of that. It was a little, there's some centrists in the middle. You can kind of find a common ground. It feels like the country's bifurcated politically, even opinion-wise, to the point where it's almost like it's like a baseball game. You want to win 500-0. You want to see the other team just get slammed now. But everyone says we need to get back to the middle, but no one shows up when someone puts up an offering in the middle. I'll give you a good example. News Nation is probably 5 or 6 years in now. News Nation. Their motto is all the news for all the people. They can't get an audience, Gene. They can't get, so on the far right, you have Fox and Newsmax and Real America's Voice and others. And on the far left, you have MSNBC and CNN and others. And in the middle, no one wants to go there. So we have this thought we want to be in the middle and reach across the aisle. We really don't, though. How do you square that circle?
The deep state needs to disappear. They are the cause of the problem. It's the George Soroses of the world that's fueling that mentality you're talking about. This divisive attitude and polarization that begins to occur to leave the middle wide open, like you just said, is the absolute concern I have. We have to get away from the deep state antics, which are foreign-based attempts to take down our nation from within. And that is probably one of the hottest topics we continue to harp on in our podcast, genevalentino.com. We have folks from all walks of life on, but the problem we're having, Eric, is that when I'm in government, I don't care if you're Democrat or Republican when we're trying to worry about getting a road done for the folks. The folks want a road. They don't care whether you're Republican or Democrat. They want action. They want results. And so does this nation. And I'm so glad to hear you talking it up this way, because a lot of people are not. Well, everyone whines about the problem on the 6 o'clock news and the whining crankiness of the day. Where's the solution? You need to stop dead in the tracks the bad behavior that pushes people to move towards a violent streak. Our current president, 3 attempts on his life. You and I have been around the last few months. We're watching 3 attempts on one president. That didn't just come out of nowhere. That's bad behavior fostered from a fermentation of wrongdoing by complicit folks that are trying to steer and polarize the narrative you just mentioned.
I would agree with you. I would agree. The left well, maybe they even saw maybe they saw how. So there were years ago, there was establishment. There was a moderate right and a moderate left, and there was a hard right and a hard left. And that became a little too squishy for some folks, certainly on the right. Now, here, bear with me.
Yeah.
And so MAGA became born, and I'm original gangster MAGA. I came from Steve Bannon, OG MAGA.
I didn't know that, but
and what we did was we flanked the traditional Republicans right. In other words, we went far right around the establishment Rhino Republicans. The left saw success in that, Gene. And I think what they're doing now is they're going so far left because they see what MAGA did. Now we're electing Democrats, socialists, people who would maybe condone the killing of 7 million Jews years ago, or condone 1,400 Jews being killed on October 7th, or condone bombing of the World Trade Center. We have a mayor in New York City that was elected in a city that lost 3,000 people in a World Trade Center bombing by Muslim extremists.
Does that last forever?
I don't know.
Is not that,
or I don't. Worse.
I think the pendulum is swinging back. If you're going to light a match in the gas tank, don't bitch about the explosion. I think that's where we are. I think we are in a transformative phase, just like we were during this mass formation psychosis post COVID era stuff, where everyone was losing their identity and running around like they came out of a Stockholm syndrome mentality. No, I think it's swinging back. Thank you, Donald Trump. But when he's gone, who's carrying the torch? Who's going to perpetuate and continue the momentum?
Who is?
Well, I think he's put a big bench together of folks that look very promising. I'm watching Scott Bessent, Marco Rubio, J.D. Vance, just to name 3. There's a few more. Pete Hegseth. I'm watching them dial it up.
Mm-hmm. Me too. And I'm out here, and sometimes it's not popular. I get a lot of grief from the very loyal, diehard fans of Donald Trump. I am, and from day one. And I see a J.D. Vance that feels to me like he's being pushed aside a little bit. Now, I'll give you a couple examples. The last attempt on Trump's life at the White House Correspondents Association dinner, right afterwards, there was this big conglomeration, the meeting in the Oval Office, and there's an iconic picture of everyone circling around the Resolute desk, black and white shot straight right at the desk. He's flanked by Marco Rubio. He's flanked by Tulsi Gabbard. He's flanked by Kash Patel. And J.D. Vance is way off to the side. Okay, may have been just a flash in the pan for a second. Then it was followed up with a press conference. If you remember, 30 minutes later, there's a press conference. And he's flanked by his FBI, his DNI, his State Department, Marco Rubio. And again, J.D. Vance is almost off stage and was never mentioned in that presser. Never once. He thanked everyone except J.D. Vance. And it just strikes me, Gene, that Trump is pushing a Marco Rubio, possibly. Your thoughts?
I think Donald Trump, in his clever way that no one seems to get their arms around, is testing J.D. Vance by putting him front and center on the settlement of this Gulf crisis we have with Iran. I think If he's going to earn his stripes for next president of the United States, he's being tested on the battlefield right now by his performance in Iran. I suspect he's going to be doing very well with that. In parallel, you've got a Marco Rubio who's knocking it out of the ballpark and kicking butt with a lot of leaders from around the world. And what's obvious? What's obvious is I don't see as much of Donald Trump anymore. Hey, that far left crazy media you were talking about, they don't have as much to complain about because he's given them less ammunition to go after him, right?
Well, I don't. We would. This show airs at 4 o'clock every day. He loves that 4 o'clock. He loves the sign executive.
Well, that's true. Actually,
we're hypersensitive to that little trigger effect happening right here. Gene, the podcast is called Grassroots Truthcast, and Gene Valentino. Where can we see that? What's the website?
My website is my name, genevalentino.com. Go there, subscribe. No charge. We push out these episodes each week. Have a ball. We do some on TV, like this one. We'll ask to post. The others are interviews with other people and radio shows as well. Trying to stay current. I believe the nation is on a rebound, and we are at the leading edge of the wave for great things happening in the future. Don't be down.
Very good, very good. Again, this man should be in politics, and he was, and maybe again. I wouldn't wish that on my worst enemy, Gene, but if you want it, this is all the power to you, my friend.
Thank you, brother.
Good to see you, Gene Valentino.
Pleasure.
It's finally here, our second annual mega sale. This sale only comes around once a year, so take advantage of the best offers ever while you can. For example, save 50% on our Giza Dream bed sheets, as low as $29.98. And for the first time ever on TV, MyPillow mattresses and MyPillow mattress toppers as low as $99.98. And you save 50% on our Lux Pure 6-piece towel sets. Regular $69.98, now only $39.98. And our best-selling standard MyPillows, regular $49.98, on sale for $17.98. Wait on it, mega sale, only $14.98. So go to mypillow.com or call the number on your screen. Use this promo code to take advantage of our second annual mega sale. But wait, there's more. To make the mega sale even more special, when you order right now, your order's going to ship absolutely free.